Hello, and welcome. Today, we're embarking on a magical journey through my home, all decked out for the holidays. If you love the cozy, timeless feel of a vintage Christmas but want to keep things fresh and modern, you're in the right place. Inspired by the beautiful and classic designs of Pottery Barn, I've blended modern pieces with treasured vintage finds to create a space that feels both elegant and incredibly inviting. Get ready to see every room come alive with festive charm, from the twinkling lights of the Christmas tree to the smallest, most charming details. I can't wait to share all my secrets and ideas with you. Come on in. Our tour starts right here in the entryway. I believe the first impression is everything, especially during the holidays. For this space, I've combined a sleek console table with an antique mirror I found at a flea market. It's a perfect example of how modern lines can be softened by the unique character of vintage pieces. A simple wreath on the mirror and a few flickering battery-powered candles create an immediate sense of warmth. The goal is to set the tone for the entire house, hinting at the cozy, festive atmosphere that awaits. It's a small space, but it makes a big statement. One of my favorite things about modern vintage style is the ability to mix and match. It's not about being perfectly coordinated, it's about telling a story. I've placed a contemporary velvet sofa beside a vintage wooden trunk used as a coffee table. This unexpected pairing creates a rich, layered look that feels collected over time. On the trunk, a few old books and a modern vase with winter greenery tie everything together. The key is to find balance. Don't be afraid to experiment with different textures and materials. A plush rug, a rustic wood table, and sleek metal accents all work together beautifully. It's about creating a harmonious, personal space. Let's talk about the heart of the holiday home, the fireplace. I've kept the mantel decor simple yet impactful this year. Instead of a traditional pine garland, I opted for a lush eucalyptus and olive branch garland that drapes elegantly. Interspersed within the greenery are warm, golden string lights and a few vintage brass candlesticks of varying heights. On the mantel itself, I've arranged some ceramic houses and a single, large ornate mirror to reflect the glow of the lights. The overall look is clean and sophisticated, with just the right amount of festive sparkle. It's a perfect spot for gathering with loved ones. Our living room is all about creating a cozy, festive sanctuary. The modern sofa is piled with plush, textured throw pillows in neutral tones, with 1 or 2 pops of deep green or burgundy for a seasonal touch. On the coffee table, a beautiful tray holds a cluster of pine cones, a scented candle, and a stack of holiday magazines. I've also draped a chunky knit throw blanket over the arm of the chair, inviting you to curl up with a hot cup of cocoa. The entire space feels both sophisticated and incredibly comfortable, a true blend of high-end design and homey warmth. The small details are what truly make a house feel like a home during the holidays. In the entryway, I've placed a vintage wooden crate filled with chopped wood next to the door, giving a rustic, cabin-like feel. Above it, a simple but elegant holiday sign is hung with a festive ribbon. On a small side table, a classic cloche displays a miniature winter scene with tiny deer and snow-covered trees. These little moments add layers of charm and personality, making every corner of the house a delight to discover. It's all about creating small, thoughtful vignettes. The dining room is where we host our holiday gatherings, and I wanted it to feel special without being overly formal. I've used a vintage buffet as the main focal point, topped with a mix of new and old holiday serveware. A large antique mirror hangs above it, decorated with a simple sprig of holly. The centerpiece of the room is the dining table, where a linen tablecloth provides a rustic base for a beautiful tablescape. It's a space that feels ready for a grand feast, but also for intimate, meaningful conversations. Creating a beautiful tablescape is an art form. This year, I've layered a linen tablecloth with a rustic runner down the center. For the centerpiece, I've used a collection of vintage glass votives and interspersed them with fresh pine and red berries. I've kept the dinnerware simple, classic white plates with gold-rimmed glassware to let the natural elements shine. Each place setting is finished with a sprig of rosemary tied with a piece of twine and a handwritten place card. It's these thoughtful touches that make your guests feel truly welcomed and cared for. even the kitchen gets a holiday glow up. My goal is to add festive touches without cluttering the space. I've hung a small wreath on the range hood and draped a simple garland over the kitchen window. A large ceramic bowl on the counter holds a mix of fresh citrus and pine cones, adding a beautiful scent to the room. I also swapped out my everyday dish towels for ones with a subtle, festive pattern. These small, practical changes make the kitchen feel just as celebratory as the rest of the house, perfect for holiday baking and cooking. The bedroom is a sanctuary, and during the holidays, it should feel even more so. I've layered our bed with a plush, neutral-toned comforter and added a few throw pillows in rich, wintry colors like deep forest green. A small ceramic house with a tea light inside sits on the nightstand, casting a warm glow. On the wall, a simple branch adorned with a few delicate ornaments creates a subtle, festive touch without being overwhelming. The goal is to create a peaceful, cozy space where you can retreat and relax after a long day of festivities. Don't be afraid to put holiday decor in unexpected places. In the powder room, I've hung a tiny wreath on the mirror. In the home office, I've placed a small, simple ceramic tree on the bookshelf. And in the hallway, a large vintage clock is framed by a sprig of greenery. These little surprises are delightful and show that every corner of the home has been considered. It's these thoughtful, often overlooked details that truly elevate your holiday decor and make your home feel special and complete. And now for the main event, our Christmas tree. This year, I went for a more natural, collected look. The lights are warm white, and the ornaments are a mix of vintage mercury glass, wooden beads, and simple ceramic stars. There are no bright, flashy colors here, just a beautiful palette of gold, silver, and cream. I also incorporated some dried orange slices and pine cones for a rustic, organic touch. The tree feels incredibly classic and personal, each ornament telling a story. It's a perfect example of modern vintage style, elegant, personal, and full of timeless charm. Creating your own ornaments is a wonderful way to add a personal touch to your tree. I've made some simple clay ornaments this year, using vintage cookie cutters to create unique shapes. Once baked, I painted them with a distressed, off-white paint to give them a timeless, aged look. You can also make rustic garlands from strung popcorn and dried cranberries. These projects are not only fun, but they also result in beautiful, one-of-a-kind decorations that you'll cherish for years to come. It's a great way to make new memories while honoring the past. Beyond the decorations, it's the small, cozy moments that truly make the holiday season special. It's the scent of cinnamon and cloves from a simmer pot, the sound of classic Christmas records playing softly in the background, and the warmth of a fire in the fireplace. It's curling up on the sofa with a good book and a mug of hot cocoa. These are the moments that transform a beautifully decorated house into a truly welcoming home. Focus on creating these sensory experiences to truly capture the magic of the holidays. My final tip for a festive home is to keep it simple and authentic to your style. Don't feel pressured to buy all new decorations every year. Mix in new pieces with your beloved vintage finds. Use what you have in new ways, like turning a beautiful bowl into a centerpiece. And remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's creating a space that makes you and your loved ones feel happy, comfortable, and full of holiday cheer. Let your home reflect the joy of the season. Thank you so much for joining me on this modern vintage Christmas home tour. I hope you found some inspiration for your own holiday decorating. Remember to embrace the unique and the beautiful, and don't be afraid to let your personality shine through. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on creating a beautiful, intentional home. From my home to yours, I wish you all a very merry and magical holiday season.